Can you like perk up? You need to cheer up a little bit. Now? Yeah. It's gonna get all over my fingers. Guys, we're sanitary. I don't even know where to go.
Welcome to Worker Gate number 7.
Why are you panting? Don't pant. Oh. Ow. That's what I get for being on my period. We boarded. And we got priority boarding. Like, we were literally okay, I felt some type of way about being escorted to in front of all the people with wheelchairs. And then we were the first person. That made me feel a little guilty, not gonna lie. I need my mama drink. Oh my, I need my mommy. I'm just a girl. Same, I'm just a girl. We got a blanket, we got water, and then we got
a little eye thing.
Yeah, little eye patches.
Which I really did not need to spend $8 on a water.
Yeah. Alright, but we're here. We're fine. We're good.
So we set off for Seoul in Korea for the next 17 hours, and huge shout out to Korean Airlines who really made this experience amazing, and they were so attentive to us. I really do recommend them.
We just landed in Korea, so never have I ever been to Korea, I guess.
We've been to Korea.
Does this count? I don't know if this counts. We're just in the airport. We're not going anywhere. I'm going to Manila now. I don't know if this counts, but
yeah,
we're
she
in
is.
Korea.
I lost my hearing, guys.
She's fine. She's dramatic.
Guys, we're on flight 2. We're to Manila.
Yes. 3 hour, 4 hour flight.
No, 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
So not that long.
Yeah. And then we're gonna be there.
I'm overstimulated.
Yeah, she's a little cranky, but we're here. Can you like perk up? You need to cheer up a little bit. Mom, she was like so obsessed with the chicken because it had lemon on it. I guess she's never had lemon chicken before.
Did you eat the fruit?
No.
Okay, what else?
Would you believe, as I'm about to finish editing this vlog that you're currently watching, my camera footage got destroyed. My SD card is not working anymore, and therefore all of the clips I took on my camera, not accessible. I want to scream and cry. But here we are. You are getting the vlogged version by future Julie, who went on the entire trip, and I'm just going to recap what exactly is happening in this video so you are not totally, utterly confused at what is going on. So I'm in Manila. I am incredibly exhausted. The first day was basically just me trying to adjust to a new sleep schedule. The Philippines is 12 hours in advance. If it's midnight here, it's noon there. So switching to a sleep schedule that was conducive to the Philippines meant staying up immediately the minute I got there. Even though my body was crying, I had to stay awake. I went back to my hotel. I took like a half shower, skedaddled my way over to the mall. Now, this mall is the most giant mall I've ever seen. By the end of it, and I was there for a couple days, I still could not tell which direction any store was in. I kept getting really confused. And I looked it up. I think it's the 6th largest mall in the world.
If I no get all these people go laugh at me, all these people go use me play. May God they bless me and my family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aye, nobody.
My dad had been there already for several days, so he just kind of gave me a tour of the mall. He was nice enough to buy me that jacket you guys saw earlier. Then we went to all these Italian restaurants, which I think is hilarious because of course I fly literally 17 hours, 2 flights all the way across the world to Asia, and somehow my family and I end up at an Italian restaurant. We ate lunch at Italiani's. I ordered baked ziti. Guys, I had this baked ziti like 3 times in 3 days. I was obsessed with it. And apparently my family had been regulars there for a couple days because the waitress knew them. So my sister and I were happy to join. We had a really good lunch, like, you know, just catching up with everybody. We saw our family friends, we saw my brother. It had been a minute since we had seen, you know, everyone together because they had been in the Philippines for a while. After that, we went around the mall, and then I tried to catch some sleep where I could. So I knew that we were going out to dinner because I do have some family in the Philippines, and we were gonna go to dinner with them, but I was utterly exhausted. I came back to the hotel and I used the blanket. Really hope that this was okay. I stole this, borrowed, took it. I don't know what the best verb is. Which one is least incriminating? The blanket that was given to me on the flight from Korea to the Philippines, okay? I took that blanket, brought it back with me to the hotel, and it was a nice little nappy blanket. And I took a nice little like 2-hour nap, which honestly made me somehow even more tired. But I had to get up for dinner, and we went to an Italian restaurant for dinner as well. It was this place called Amici. We had some pizza, we had some pasta. I just really wanted pasta because on this trip I was not observing my normal diet, and I like never can eat pasta. All I wanted was like all the dairy, the cheese, and I was just praying to God that it wouldn't go right through me. I was really banking on the fact that hopefully Filipino cheese was different than American cheese, and it was. It didn't upset me that badly. But I was honestly so tired, and at that point my sister was still feeling a little sick, and my brother was exhausted too. So the three of us got in an Uber back to the hotel. By the way, Uber in the Philippines is called Grab. Whoever did that, horrible branding, okay? You might want to pick a word that's not a synonym for kidnapping. But anyway, we got grabbed, went back to the hotel, and then we went to sleep at like 9 p.m. I remember being so exhausted. I slept from 9 to 5 in the morning.
Good morning! That is so cute, actually. We're in the mall again, and we're in Paragon.
Found myself smiling more. The moment you leave, I feel down again. I talk.
I love how this young adult is a court of Mystic Fury.
Why is this
Should not be in the children's section. Do you see how everything's wrapped?
I love it.
I'm gonna get this one, fangirl. I might get that. I want All Roads Lead Here, and I am gonna get this one.
Wonder where I'll end up next on the corner of hope. So hold my hand tight for a minute.
Day 2 was a lot of shopping. First, I bought this skirt. Gorgeous. Freaking love it. I've already worn it to work. Gotten many compliments on it. Although one fear that I do have, and this isn't a problem with skirts, it's a problem with me, I'm afraid that the zipper is just gonna rip open and I'm just gonna She-Hulk at work while I'm covering the front desk. That's all I can think about sometimes when I wear it, but it's so cute. I mean, like I wear this with like a black tight shirt, some tights, some boots, and it's like fantastic. It's such a slay, I'm not even gonna lie. Day 2, I ended up also going to a bookstore. I love going to bookstores in other places, guys. Like I just think it's so interesting how they set up the books, what books they have, how they market it. And one interesting thing that I thought was like really different was that half the books in the store were cellophane wrapped. I'm not really sure why. The other half were normal. Not really sure why that is, but still something to note. This book was 1,000 pesos and this book was 756 pesos. This one caught my eye because I went on Goodreads and one of my friends on Goodreads just did a review of this. So this is Fangirl by Tessa Bailey, and if you follow my channel, especially my book channel, which I've linked down below, you know that I really do love Tessa Bailey. This book I'm so excited to read because it's literally about a fangirl. So the premise is that there's this golf pro and he's like a superstar, and basically he's ruining his reputation. But he's always had this one fangirl who's constantly supported him, has made him feel amazing, and he messes up so badly that she stops supporting him, and that's when he knows that it's like a problem. Not only does he try to clean up his act, he actually finds her and asks her to help him reclaim his image. And so the two of them go into this journey of trying to fix his like reputation. And I think that's such a cool premise. And I'm so excited to read this. So that was the first book I got. Second book I got from this bookstore, I think it was called Fully Booked, All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Now, I posted this on my story. First thing my friend said was, wow, daddy fic. Okay. She's not entirely wrong because this is a single dad trope, and you know I love those. I'm a sucker for those. Now, Mariana Zapata is my girl. I will read anything she writes, and I've been meaning to read this for a long time, and I got super intrigued because they actually redid the cover of all of her books. This redo, I actually love. The colors to me look very aesthetic. So I bought this and I'm just really excited to get into another Mariana Zapata book. I've never rated her books less than 4.5 stars. They're fantastic. I love it. I just had a really fun time shopping day 2. Even though malls really aren't my thing, it's just very cool to see what's available in other stores and other malls around the world. I mean, even like just the setup of it is intriguing to me. Not even if I have to purchase anything, but just like walking around is fun. It was a great day. Good morning.
My hair looks crazy, but on the way to church, my dad and my sister aren't feeling good, so my mom, my brother, and I are just gonna go to church down the block, and then we're gonna get some lunch. Church was so hot for no real reason. Well, actually, there was a reason. It was pretty. We're back. Back at our hotel. We're gonna do laundry real quick.
First and foremost, for breakfast, I actually did accomplish a never have I ever. I had Tim Hortons for the first time. I'm going to Canada later this year, so I was like, oh my god, when I go to Canada, I can have Tim Hortons. Because I've seen like food videos of people eating donuts from there and it looks so good. I just thought that would be a Canadian thing, but when I saw it on the street in the Philippines, I was like, Dad, please buy that for me. And he was kind enough to get me a chocolate donut. I think you can sense a theme of this trip, which is Daddy's money. It was really, really good. It tasted kind of like a Dunkin' cake donut. Like if you've ever had one of those, like it tastes very similar to that. It wasn't like astoundingly better or anything. It was just very similar. Now, day 3 was spent hanging out with family before we left. I feel like especially since my dad was leaving that day, we really tried to make the most of family time together because I feel like the last few days we were kind of like separated but together certain times of the day. So I was really, really happy to have quality time with all of us and even my extended family too. So we tried to get some lunch together. Later in the day, we went to my favorite restaurant of the entire trip, and that was Manahan. Finally, I was eating something other than Italian food. It was Filipino food, fantastic. The squid, the lechon, the rice, the meat, oh my god, it was so good. The calamansi on the table, it was just amazing. And I had all of that with a nice cold Diet Coke.
How was the court? 10 court.
I still think about that food. It was so, so good. And as somebody who is really anxious about food, like with allergies and things like that was my main worry on this trip, that like I wasn't gonna be able to eat anything or enjoy anything or just be so in my head about it. But like my brother, my sister and I just started chowing down and it was amazing. My dad left that night for America because he had to return for work, so the rest of the journey was just me, my brother, my sister, and my mom. Now, my mom, chronic overpacker. My mom has the largest luggage, and it was my job because my dad was like, well, I'm leaving, so it's up to you now.
Current status right now.
Putting my full weight on this.
The worst thing is if we weigh that and it's like...
No, I'm not. I'm doing it. No.
How did we come here like that?
I don't know. Ellie, help me. Okay, I just have to do this in my own luggage. Okay.
You just rubbed your body all over my dirty luggage.
So our next journey was heading off to Cebu.
Time to go to the airport. Perfect shirt for us to go to the airport.
Such a cool adventure, and I can't wait for you guys to see that part of this vlog. And so never again can I say never have I ever been to Manila. I love you guys. To be continued. I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.